Welcoming everyone back to another clip for a few points regarding business, entrepreneurship, and sport, all mixed into one. We've got we're always giving a couple of tips regarding business and starting off in business and how to achieve and what's important and what could be crucial in someone's path in getting into business and helping them grow from one spot into something else in a successful way. And I'm a living example, so I'm working in this personally, so this is something that could be applied on myself first and foremost, and for others, whoever's following on and maybe in a similar situation and wanting to go from point A into point B. So this is very, very important. It can be very, very handy. So there's people that are looking in different fields. People maybe in AI or the computer field, and others may be in energy because of the energy issues circulating, and it can be very, very lucrative in this day and age to be in the energy sector. Others, like myself, are sort of also looking into real estate development and that, and being active in that, investing in that, and doing something in development and in real estate that is also lucrative. Like right now in Australia. There's a big housing shortage. There's a huge housing shortage, and people are screaming for houses, more houses. If you go now, if there's an inspection for a rental, for example, just to give a quick example, if someone's looking to rent and they put up a date and time for people to come check out a house, see a house for rental, you'll get 10, 20, 30 people coming to a particular address just to inspect it. You have this showing up, these people showing up for this. So there's a big demand. There's a big demand because of a shortage, and it's always supply and demand. And similarly, in acquiring, buying, purchasing houses as well. So there's also a high demand in this. People are purchasing houses, apartments, units, blocks, townhouses, you name it. It's all there. People are trying to get access or acquire this, and people are trying to hurry up and build to have more in the market regarding housing and living and residence and so on. So this is a very, very, very crucial industry to get into now. But before this, it's good to indulge in dreaming and talk about skyscrapers and talk about this. Anyway, everyone's allowed to, especially if you're an entrepreneur and stuff. They say the sky's the limit, so you can go ahead and just keep dreaming and thinking and talking about it all, which is fine. But at the end of the day, we also want to have hands-on, be practical in what we are doing and what we are hoping to achieve. So yeah, maybe we can get to point B and C and D and have a skyscraper or whatever like this down the track. But at having that in mind, we are still at point A. And one of the most crucial things in business and in this type of field is capital. To have capital. So to be realistic about it all is that we all need some kind of capital to get us going before, first and foremost. And in addition to capital, you also need a cash flow where you got a cash liquid. It's a cash flow that's happening and there's continuous. So you also need this as well to help someone go from point A to point B and indulge in whatever they're doing. And this is what we are working on now. So I've got a few ideas that I'm working on now. Of course, it is this whole journalism thing, this independent journalism that I'm working on with you, for whoever's watching on and following on. This can maybe you may take 1 or 2 points in doing so, and you can see actually a living example as we go along with myself. I'm talking about, and also it is the restaurant and hospitality industry that I am also working on now currently as well. There's a few things I need to do and finish off. To help me or to make it more accessible to me. Of course, there's also restrictions and things I've got to do, and inspections and stuff like this that I have to get through before it gets signed and it gets stamped for my approval to continue on in the hospitality industry, which I'm waiting on now. This is the delay. I'm actually ready to go, but I've got to get these things done and these approvals done and get them through. So this is all part and parcel of what we're doing, but we can go further than this and look into the real estate industry and go and build beyond this. We have in 2032 here in Australia here in Queensland, in the state I'm in, for the Queenslanders, the people that are living in Brisbane and Gold Coast, they know this too well. They're screaming. They're absolutely screaming. We need more houses. We need more hotels. There's hotels at Hilton that's coming in. There's others, there's all these hotels all over the place. The Marriott, the Sofitel, there's all these different names all over the place coming in. And everyone's trying to do something in this time. So we've got like 6-7 years until 2032. And then you got the Olympics in this city and in this state that I'm in currently will take place. So, in addition to shortage of housing, okay, you've got shortage of housing here in this in Australia generally, and in this state more precisely, in this city that I'm living in. They can't get the tradesmen and they can't get all this and that. You've also got the Olympics coming up in 2032. So people are ripping their hair, they're screaming and they're pulling their hair out from their heads. They want to get things done and approved and get it all up and going. And this is what I'm trying to work on now. So with the hospitality and the journalism and everything, we are working on, and hopefully we can take this to all new levels. We can take it we can go as far as it goes. We'll take it. I will take it there if I can do so. Okay, it's going to take everyone's support, of course, in different ways. But this is what I'm reaching out to different people. I'm reaching out to entrepreneurs, investors, developers, builders, people who have capital, who want to do something. Here locally in Brisbane or in the Gold Coast, they're both lucrative in their own ways. The Gold Coast is like 50 kilometres, 60 kilometres from where I am, about 50 kilometres from where I am, or maybe 60 kilometres from centre point to centre point. So that's and one's on the beach, lucrative, big beaches, golden beaches they call them. There's the glitter strip and so on. And this is a big, these are investors from all over the world and local investors, people interstate, nationally, also doing things. So I'm here. If we can get something done, up and going, then excellent. We can do this. And whoever wants a cut, from the cake or a piece of the pie or whatever. Between now and those years, between now and the Olympics, well then they're going to be winning. But even still, without the Olympics, like I mentioned, they're still going to be winning because of the shortage of housing. So you can just keep on building houses and estates and people are still screaming. Okay, so be mindful of this. But before going further and further, I am reaching out to people. I'm trying to. This is like sort of a helping hand to the state that I'm in and the people the people of Brisbane and the Gold Coast. If we can get something up and going in the real estate development and so on, then excellent it will be. But beforehand, our tip of the day and the tip of the clip is you need the capital. Okay, you need the capital and a cash flow. You need a cash flow to make it happen. It's got to be tangible. It's got to be realistic. And if you have that dream, we've got some sites. You've got a vision. Some people have got a vision that can see further, and they're clever in actually implementing it. They're patient. Then therefore you have to start somewhere, and you've got to be a realistic one, and this is capital and a cash flow. So be sure to hold on to this, and I'm sure if you speak to successful people who actually are in the field in entrepreneurs, they can tell you something similar to this, and they can advise you in the same line. I'll leave it here for the moment, and be sure to be mindful of this, and we'll take it into consideration. I'll catch you up next time. Yallah, see ya.